You already know what I'm going to say first. The first habit of a successful breakup maxer is number one, treat yourself like a king. I make this point a lot about getting a haircut. Listen, once you start to get yourself cleaned up and you realize, like, she's gone, she's not coming back, the first thing you got to go do is get out of the house and go get a haircut. Go get a nice professional haircut, all cleaned up, straight razor shave or the razor lined up, get your beard trimmed with a hot towel and everything. The haircut seems like a small thing. Why do I always harp on it? Because it's going to make you feel slightly better about yourself. When somebody leaves you in a relationship, it damages your confidence. Somebody that you loved, cared about, had trust in. You're losing a big part of yourself, your relationship with this other person. One of the ways that we're going to put that tiny first brick, right? You're going to rebuild yourself brick by brick, is we're going to get our hair cleaned up, professional, nice haircut, and start to feel incrementally 10, 20% better about ourselves. This makes a big difference. So for right now, I don't have a haircut. I actually skipped my haircut last week. And when I look in the mirror, I just don't feel as confident. So we get that fresh haircut, beard trimmed, everything lined up. When I pass by a mirror, I'm like, dang, I look pretty good. Start to walk a little bit taller. And that's why it's important. You'll get compliments from your friends, neighbors, your family. Oh, you look good. Did you get a new haircut? Things like that. It helps you feel a little bit more pride in yourself. Along with treat yourself like a king, I also have, pay attention to the way that you're dressing. Dress a little bit better. During this first 30 days or 60 days after your breakup, however long you need, depending on the length of the relationship, depending on your level of emotional involvement in this person, dress a little bit better for the next 30, 60 days. This doesn't have to mean, a tuxedo, a three-piece suit. This just means, wear like a nicer t-shirt. Instead of a t-shirt, wear a polo shirt. Instead of, Jordans, wear some just shoes, like lace-up shoes. Instead of raggedy jogging pants, wear some jeans. Just dress slightly like 1 or 2 steps better than usual for the next couple months. Keep yourself cleaned up. And this is going to help you feel good about yourself. When you look good, you feel good. Or like Deion Sanders said, when you look good, you play good. Your confidence has taken a hit, and you just need to use this small piece of leverage to feel a little bit better about yourself. As well as you start to heal from this, you'll start to feel like, okay, well, I'm looking good, feeling a little bit more confident. Maybe you'll have more confidence in talking to women. It all just snowballs on itself. Also in this category, eat like a king, I also have make sure that you're watching what you eat. A lot of guys, you have not had a home cooked meal since your girlfriend or your wife left. And you probably won't have another home cooked meal until you get another girlfriend or wife or another woman in your life. But it doesn't have to be like that. You could actually learn 3 or 4 decent recipes that you could do at your house, throw some meat on the grill, make some vegetables, and just be able to feed yourself. When you're in a situation like this, I'm guessing if you're even watching this video, you're taking a breakup pretty hard. You can get into a depressive state where you're just grabbing a burrito on the way home from work, or you're eating fast food, or you're maybe not even eating at all. Listen, take the time during your breakup, the number one habit, treat yourself like a king. Look well, dress a little bit better than you would regularly. Eat a little bit better than you would regularly. Not just fast food, not just Chipotle, shit like that. Figure out how to make 1 or 2 or 3 decent meals for yourself. There's lots of Instagram and TikTok videos about this. I'm not going to get into it here, but this is a very important part. You're starting to put yourself back together. Also in here on my list, I have get back in the gym if you neglected the gym. A lot of times if you've been in a relationship of any length of time, you kind of start falling back on working out or running or whatever it was. But now you got the time back. You have nothing on your hands but time usually. And you can get back in the gym, get back on your routine. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 on this list, I have delete your ex's phone number. Delete her, don't block her, because chances are high that at some point she might contact you, especially if this is y'all's first time breaking up. There's probably a 90% chance that she will text you, contact you at some point, but you delete her number out of your phone. Take the pictures that you have of her, of y'all in your phone, put them in a hidden folder on your phone. Delete the old text threads. You don't want to catch yourself lying in bed at night, reading through the old text message threads of when y'all were in love, when she was sending you poems and selfies and telling you how much she cared about you. It's not going to make you feel better. It's actually going to make you feel worse in a lot of cases, so just delete them. This is the same thing. Go through your house and get all the stuff that's hers in your house or things that she gave you if it's going to make you too emotional, and just either throw them away or put them in a box. So that means maybe she has some bath, shampoo and stuff in your shower. You take that, toss it out. Maybe she got some makeup in your cabinet in your bathroom, throw that away. If she's got clothes or anything that you think she might want, just put it in a box, stick it in your closet. Don't text her and ask her If you're following my advice, you don't have her number anymore. That means also go through and delete her. Like if you have your watch synced to your iPad, synced to your laptop, you need to probably go and delete her contact information from all of those. Just put it in a box. If she calls you and she wants her sweater back or her whatever, if she wants it back, her curling iron back, she can come get it. But you don't need to call her. Go through your social media and unfollow her. Unfollow her and kind of like mute her, or you can even just delete or block her. You don't need to see her social media. Mostly she's going to be hugged up with other guys, partying, having the time of her life. Most of the time when a woman breaks up with you, she was planning that breakup for weeks or months before she actually did it. And when she dumps you, she actually is relieved. She's relieved. She's just like, oh, got that over. She's going to be going on trips, hanging out with her girls. She's going to be dating new people. And that's going to eat you up. Like if you're sad at home crying in your pillow, holding back tears, it's going to make you really upset to see her, on a cruise, smiling, laughing in dudes' faces and all this stuff. So you don't need to see that. Go ahead and delete it and move on with your life. Your future is in the future. Let me reach down and grab my notebook. Yeah, so number 2, delete your ex's number. Get rid of her stuff, put it in the closet, throw it away. Number 3, this is one I beat on a lot as well. Commit to doing 30 minutes of cardio a day. So you need to talk to your doctor. I'm not a physician. But what this is going to do is get you out of your head. A lot of times after a relationship ends, you find yourself ruminating over and over, ruminating on what you wish you had said, what you wish you hadn't said, what you wish you had or had not done. Or if you think she cheated on you, or you could see looking back the way that she was getting you like lined up to dump you, it's going to eat at you like, oh, why didn't I see that? That was a red flag. Like she was lying. That time she said she was going to her grandma's house, she's probably meeting up with somebody else. When you do the 30 minutes of cardio, it's just getting you out of your head, because the main thing that you can only focus on is breathing, right? If you go hard enough, it's going to just make you focus on the moment and get you out of your head. Start to build your confidence, start to lean you down. You probably are a little puffy. Even if you didn't get grossly obese, in relationships, most people tend to get a little soft, tend to get a little pudgy. You start committing to that 30 minutes of cardio a day and eating better, like my tip from step 1. You start to lean down a little bit. You could probably stand to lose 5 or 10 pounds at a minimum. Most guys watching this, you could lose 10 pounds easily and start to look a little bit better, fit your clothes a little bit better, things like that. So your 30 minutes of cardio is going to be running, burpees, hitting a heavy bag, doing like the rowing machine, doing the stair climber machine, things, whatever like that. And you're just blowing off steam, you're getting out of your head, you're losing some weight, and you're going to feel better. The most days that you're going to feel the best is when you don't want to do it. After work, you're tired, you're just like, I don't even feel like it, it's raining, it's cold outside, and you don't want to do it, but you make yourself go on that little, 4 or 5 mile run for 30 minutes. When you come back, you're going to experience a high like no other. And you start to feel good about yourself. You got to, think about getting over a breakup, moving through a breakup maxing, as just like rebuilding yourself brick by brick. So it's not just one thing, it's all the things all together, brick by brick. And then you look back 6 months from now and you're like, dang, look how far I came. To the point where you might even think, I'm glad she broke up with me. I would love for guys that follow my advice to be able to look back in 4 months, 6 months from the first time you found my content, if you implement what I'm saying, and you think, dude, I'm glad that girl broke up with me, because your life got so much better. On to the next one, number 4. The number 4 habit of a successful breakup maxer. You didn't expect this one. Hit the like button if I surprise you when I say this. The number 4 habit is to identify a large financial goal in your life and create a plan that you will achieve that. So an example of this will be paying off your student loans, paying off your car or big credit card bills that you have. For some of you guys, if you don't have debt, maybe you want to save up 3 to 6 months living expenses. Just calculate your rent, your mortgage, all of your, utility payments, all of your just, Netflix and whatever subscriptions that you have. How much does it cost you to live for 1 month? And then how long, would it take you to save up 6 months cushion? The time I'm making this video, there's a lot of layoffs going on, a lot of shakeups because of technology, AI. The economy is not doing too great because of tariffs, just the time that I'm making this video. You will feel better about yourself if you have 3 to 6 months. Let's say something happens and you lose your job, something crazy happens. Imagine just having 6 months or 9 months or a year of living expenses saved up, just socked up. So if something crazy happens, and unfortunately people get laid off all the time, you're like, good, okay, I'm good for 6 months. So while you're looking for another job, doing something else, you know that you're straight. Since that girl is gone, a lot of times you'll find yourself saving money unintentionally. When my ex-girlfriend left me, it's been like maybe going on 3 months. It's been amazing how much money I saved in 3 months because I'm just not going out to eat that much. I'm not taking her places, and I loved taking her places. It was fun. But since I'm not doing that anymore, like I'm just watching the money stack up. Because here's the thing: you take a woman out to maybe drinks, dinner, a comedy show, something like that. That's an easy $200, $300 night, but it goes in little pieces. $50 on drinks. You go to the comedy show, that's $75 on tickets. You go grab dinner after that. That could be, $60, and it starts to add up. You do that twice a week for a couple of months. You're spending thousands of dollars to entertain that woman, and it's fun if you have a woman that you like, you're attracted to. She's treating you well. All the things I had. So I'm not complaining, but what I am saying is, when you eliminate that woman from your life, it's amazing how fast your money will stack up. So now that she's gone, just work more. Work more. If you're in sales, make more sales calls. If you get paid by the hour, start going in early, staying late. Get on-call shifts, work on the weekends. If you're a salary job, just do more projects. Put yourself in line for the next hobby. You need to focus on something, the next promotion. You need to focus on something other than you're in the end of your relationship. So if you identify that big financial goal, you give yourself something to work for. Now you're like, okay, boom, it's going to take me, you owe $20,000 on your car. All right, I know that I can pick up a couple extra shifts at night, the weekends. Maybe you get a side job, personal training, doing lawns, whatever it is. If you put that goal in front of you, things will start to happen to where you'll start to see opportunities. This happens like this all the time. Many great philosophers, authors have written about it. If you tell yourself, okay, I really want to pay off my student loans, it could be $40,000. If you make that a goal in your mind and commit to it, things will start to happen. I got so many stories of times where I set an intention and just kind of like low-key miracles sort of happened for me. I still had to work, I still had to get up and go to work and do the job, but things happened. It fell into my lap basically because I set an intention. So number 4 habit of a successful breakup maxer is make a big financial goal and then create a plan of how you're going to achieve it, just step by step, brick by brick. All right, number 5. This is another big one that I have. Number 5 for the successful breakup maxer is plan a trip. So some of the parameters of this trip are it's a minimum 2 hours away from your house and a minimum 2-night stay, right? So don't just drive half an hour up the street, stay in a Motel 6, turn around, come back. The benefit of this is that it's going to let you do something that maybe you always wanted to do, but you just never really had the motivation to. Some examples that I have here is going to see a sports team. Like you see the team from your town goes to plays their rival in, the next state over, or the next city over. So you go drive, spend the weekend there watching the game, or it could be a comedian that you like, or a musician, or a music group that has a concert in another part of your state or another part of the country. If you're watching this, you live in North America, the possibilities are literally endless. One good example that I have for guys too is go to a part of the country that you have never been. I'll use the US as an example. If you spent your whole life living in Florida, go find a reason to go to Seattle. Could be like a camping trip, going skiing. Maybe your team is playing the Seahawks or something something like that. And just go for the weekend, spend a weekend in Seattle. Even though you're in the same country, you never left the United States, you will feel like you landed on a different planet. The whole vibes is totally different in Seattle than anywhere in the South. The people are different. They speak differently. The vibes is different. The culture is different. It's different scenery. It's beautiful. The ocean, these big redwood trees, the raininess of the climate, things like that. It will blow your mind to go spend 2 or 3 days in Seattle if you're from anywhere in the South. Or if you go from LA, you lived in California your whole life, and you take a trip to Vermont, New Hampshire, or from Texas, you go to Minnesota, things like that. So if that's your budget, you can go try something you never tried before. You've always wanted to go skiing. So, okay, you come to Utah and you ski for the weekend. Or you ever wanted to try surfing. So you go to California and you surf. But you're from Nebraska and Oklahoma, something like that. You just try something you've always wanted to try. 2 nights, stay more than, so let me grab this, 2 hours away from your house. And bonus points if you bring a friend. Invite your friend, invite your brother. Maybe you meet a woman in between now and when you do that and you invite her. This is going to be something fun for you to do. Do you realize that as you're focusing on these things in my plan, you start to just have other things to worry about other than a woman that dumped you. She abandoned you, basically. She rejected you, abandoned you, maybe at a low point in your life, just threw you away like a wet, dirty Kleenex. So get your mind off of her. You could do a lot better. My wish for everybody watching this is that you look back at this moment right here and you're like, dude, I'm glad she left me. So follow my plan. Number 6, organize a hangout with your friends. Usually in friend groups, there's one person who kind of like initiates most of the plans. So you kind of become that person. A lot of times when you're in a relationship, you kind of fall back from hanging out with your friends because you're always with your girl. So just say, hey, we're going to get together. We're going to do a hike. We're going to go shoot pool. We're going to play pickleball. Whatever you and your friends like to do. It could be something as simple as you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw some burgers and brats on the grill. Everybody just please bring a side dish. And then you have your friends over like a Sunday afternoon, something like that. You watch a game. If some of your friends have girlfriends, you could ask them, hey, do you think your girlfriend might have a friend that she want to introduce me to? And this is actually really good too. So you could meet somebody new in your life to date and talk to. At very least, you'll just have a nice vibey time. So organize a hangout with your friends. And then if it goes well, things go well, you'll have a good time. Try to do it once a month. So, hey, we're doing burgers and brats at my house Sunday afternoon at 2:00. Come through. All I ask you, please bring a side, or bring beer or whatever it is. Have everybody over. You're having good times, having fun. You're just kind of getting out of your head, out of that rut of just going to work, coming home, that cold, empty house, phone dead and dry, and you're sitting in the corner crying, thinking about your ex-girlfriend. You don't need her anymore. You could do better, and I'm going to show you how. The seventh and final habit of the successful breakup maxer is create a dating app profile. So you need to start moving on, meeting new women, even before you feel ready. A lot of times you're going to feel like, well, I don't want to be with anybody else. I just want my girl back. But she's not coming back. She's definitely not coming back until you make changes in your life, right? She left for a reason. So you create this new dating app profile. And I would recommend that you create profiles on 2 or 3 apps, right? And then this is the key point right here. Get a guy that you know who is successful on dating apps to look at your profile and give you some feedback. So usually you will have a coworker, a homeboy, cousin, something like that, who is always meeting girls on dating apps. So just ask him, hey, I know you do really well with women on dating apps. Can you look at my profile and tell me what you think? And he'll look at it and be like, hey, these pictures are bullshit. This right here, that sucks. Change this, change that. And you might find yourself getting better results. Actually, if you want, you could ask me. If you guys leave me a comment down below, I will look at your dating app profile because I tend to do pretty okay on dating apps. Probably the best advice I could give you is if you look good with your shirt off. You don't have to be like Superman, He-Man ripped, but if you look decent with your shirt off, just make your first profile picture you with your shirt off. That tends to help a lot. So yeah, ask a guy that you know that you are friends with. Hey, can you look at my profile? Can you tell me? The reason why you want to ask a man should be quite obvious, but the reason why you're going to ask a guy rather than a woman is because women are more likely, not all the time, but more likely to lie to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. The pictures could be totally stupid. You can look like a complete idiot. And a woman who cares about you or who just doesn't want to hurt your feelings will say, oh, it looks fine. The right woman isn't going to care. But a dude who knows how to get results on dating apps will tell you, hey, this sucks. You need to change this, this, and this, and this, and actually give you good advice that will help you get results. All right, this has been the 7 habits of a successful breakup maxer. I hope this made sense. Hit the like button. Comment down below if you like this type of content. Let me know what you agree with and what you disagree with. And if you have any other tips for guys going through breakups, go ahead and leave them down below as well. Hey, thanks for the support on the channel. Appreciate every single view on the channel. I appreciate every like, every comment. It means a lot to me, guys. I hope I'm helping you out with this type of content. See you on the next one. Peace.